Ugh. That pizza was pretty good. Pretty good ammunition for that belch right there. But anyway, guys, hello all you wonderful, beautiful, and craptastic people. CraptasticJack here, and welcome to... No, I'm doing a commentary. You're not welcome to anything I do. But today we are basically going to be talking about the crew's new update that came out a couple days ago, and how it significantly kind of changed the way we make money, especially through PvP and stuff. And faction missions, which is probably with the majority of you guys make your money through. So without further interruptions, let us begin. Now, basically for the crew's recent update, there was a the update that they do every month. They made it as if you get less money during PvP missions as well as faction missions from sending people on faction missions, which is where I get the majority of my money. Hell, I have like 3 million right now in the crew, but basically that's where we're getting less of your money from, basically. But basically for the crew, you're getting less money from all these missions, but you get more reputation. Now let me explain. In a PvP race with 8 people, you usually get around 18 to 17 grand if you have per race. Even if you don't even win, if you come dead last, still get a lot of money. You'll get usually around 17k, 18k, if you have that perk that makes you get more money. Now, they made it so the amount of people that are in a race helps determine the amount of money you're going to get. For example, if you have like one person in your race, not going to get as much money as, say, there's 8 people in your race. Usually if there's 4 or less people in your race, you'll get around 12k, for like not including you, so maybe like 5 people in the race total, you'll get maybe like less than 12k, that's what I've seen. But if you have like 8 people, like a full lobby, then you're gonna get the usual amount of money, 17k, 18k. And yeah, they did something else. They nerfed the money a bit in faction missions as well, where in faction missions, well, by sending people on faction missions, doesn't matter like what type of event it was, where if it was a long ass event, you get 16k. Then they made it so a couple weeks ago where you got 32k from even longer faction missions, but you still got 16k. But then they dropped it back and said no. If you're gonna get less, like 16k, blah 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 blah, for everything, like the smaller missions. So basically, what they did was they made it easier to get money, but then 2 weeks later they made it the same. Like, yeah, I don't get it. But you're getting 16k per long race and blah 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 blah, and so on. You'll get less money for the lesser bigger missions. I feel this is just the same thing. There's nothing really to complain about here. It's just the same as it was before. They just took away the fact that you can get 32k from faction missions and stuff, at least on the PC. This is basically everywhere, kind of probably-ish thing. But now you're getting more reputation for sending people on faction missions and doing PvP. Now, before you would get like a little bit, 300, like 200, 300 rep or something, depending on how many people you sent on the faction mission. Now you're getting a lot more, which is going to contribute to the more reputation you get, the more money you get per region of the United States, and the more money you get, basically, for having more reputation. So if you have a lot more reputation, basically, it's gonna give you a lot more for your daily salary, and your daily salary is gonna go up a lot. Like, I'm getting 20, 30 grand per every time I log into the crew, so I'm farming money that way. So overall, my stance on this is basically it's just the same thing, just earning money a different way. Like, if you keep doing what you were doing, like, before with the faction missions and stuff, you'll still have an ass load of money. You'll still have a Fort Knox worth of gold. You will still have a lot of money on you. So I wouldn't threat. They didn't really do a good job with balancing the money out, because you can still farm this game to shit. I mean, like, an easy way, here's a little tip from insiders, aka me. If you join the shittiest faction on right now, the one that's doing the worst, you will get a bigger daily salary than being part of one that, like the Wolves, which is like the most OP faction ever. I'm part of the Crocodiles, which is like the worst. And there's a good reason for that, because you get a better daily allowance for that. And by the way, you know how back in a while before the game came out, they said the winning faction is going to get a bonus mission? Well, me being part of the Crocodiles, the worst faction, I'm still getting the bonus missions, so it's alright. We don't need to be farming. We don't all need to be one circle jerk in the wolves, alright? It's alright. We can switch over to the crocodiles, because it's gonna be better beneficial, because you're gonna get a better daily salary and you're still gonna be able to do the faction missions, so yeah. But anyway, guys, that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.